Well, hello there. It finally appears as though Hasan is on a downward spiral after avoiding all criticism for oh so long. He's finally on his way to being hated by everyone. We talked about the content nuke before and the contents in it, as well as Hasan's pathetic orbiters and their below average response to the drama Hasan is in. And Ethan himself is talking about making a follow-up video, so we might not even be done with it yet.
Hasan in part 2, which he's forced me to make. I decided I'm making part 2.
Oh.
And I'm calling it the ultimate fail son, or the prodigal fail son, something like that. But I've decided that I'm going to compile. God, he really forced me to do all this shit, man. Like, I just want to be done with this. But the world needs to know that he's actually the worst. And this time, this one is going to be personal. It's going to be like, if you think I'm just making this video out of spite, you're right.
But to get back to the main point, despite another video being cooked up, it still seems like Ethan isn't holding back anything, as he uploaded another video on Hasan titled, Hasan Piker Laughs at Dead Israeli Children. Ethan starts the video off by going over a family that was kidnapped and killed while they were captured, and only now are their bodies being returned to Israel.
Take, for example, the tragic story of the Bibas family. The dad, 2 kids, and the mom were all taken hostage on October 7th after the grandparents were murdered in their home. The children, 8 months and 3 years old, was kidnapped with their mom, and the dad was kidnapped separately. Hamas murdered the children and their mom in captivity, and recently just returned their corpses to Israel.
They then put the coffins of this family, which include both a 3-year-old child and an 8-month-old baby, next to a mural saying this family was killed because of Netanyahu's actions, which it's already crazy to kill a child and a baby in any regard. That's how Hamas justified it. It's also how Hasan justified it.
The war criminal Netanyahu and his Nazi army killed them with missiles from Zionist warplanes. What are we doing? There is no lie here. This is correct. The fuck?
I mean, there's no other way of saying this. Hasan justified the murder of a baby live on Twitch. Whether you're pro-Israel or Palestine, there's no justification for murdering a family of 4, especially a fucking baby. It's a baby. Ethan also points out how Hasan's chat is basically celebrating the murder of this family.
To the slain Israeli family, rip bozo. How do I get that poster? They snapped on that. That mural kicks ass. Dude, it was a family. Correction. Settlers, implying that children born in Israel deserve to be slaughtered. Quote, their home? Lol. It is their home. They were born there. Whose home are they in again? Their home? Yes, it's their home. They were born there. The mom was an IDF spy. They were not civilians, and they used their kids as human shields. I really don't even know what to say about that one. I might call this person schizophrenic, but I'm afraid this is just what happens to your brain when you watch Hasan for too long. Hamas is fucking based, and I'm tired of people pretending they're not.
He goes on to explain how the guy who gave his captors a nice little smooch on the forehead was given those instructions by one of the people who held him captive.
Here you can see the head propagandist giving the hostage instructions. The hostage looks to his side to make sure he understands. Then the propagandist leans in to explain the strategy to the 2 terrorists on his left. And right on cue, the hostage leans in to kiss not one, but the 2 of them.
But guys, Hasan says the hostages are being treated so nicely. Ignore those ones. They're being treated so well. This isn't the first time Hasan has done this exact same thing, by the way, as Ethan pointed out in the content nuke. Basically, Hasan did almost verbatim the exact same thing before when a different hostage was being released. It's a bit alarming to do this once. It's very alarming to do it again. The hostage actually went on to say that he was forced to do this, by the way, in case you didn't believe it.
Here's the hostage who was kissing him on the head. In Hebrew, it says, I had no choice. The dogs made me do it. More excerpts from the hostages say that they were forced to drink seawater, that they were giving rotten food, and that they were held in cages.
It's honestly kind of crazy how you could do this multiple times. You would think after getting called out for it once, you would do your damnedest to make sure it never happened again. All you're doing is giving Ethan ammo for his next content nuke, which, you'll refuse to watch and instead get cooked by the rest of the internet for. Now, I want to briefly steer away from Ethan Klein's new video and talk about something else Hasan recently got involved with. Hasan recently made an appearance on the YouTube channel Trash Taste, and while the episode itself just seems to be their normal content, it received massive backlash. They posted about it on Twitter and got a lot of negative comments, all talking about the things Hasan has done, all of which were highlighted in the content nuke. So whether Hasan thought the nuke wouldn't affect him, In reality, it actually seems like it is. Apparently, comments being left on the episode of Trash Taste are being erased, but the official channel, as well as one of the people involved with the channel, has come out to say that they are not deleting comments. Another interesting note is even the Reddit for Trash Taste seems to not like the episode. Someone who can see dislikes on YouTube posted the ratio for the Trash Taste episode, as well as the content nuke. The content nuke has over 200,000 likes and 44,000 dislikes, while the Trash Taste episode has 19,000 likes and 45,000 dislikes. Hell, according to Social Blade, Trash Taste lost 10k subs from this episode alone. Now, the person who's most mad about this episode featuring Hasan is Hasan. He went through reading comments on this episode and was absolutely mauling the whole time.
I noticed lately you guys are not up to date with the internet, but this is a whole new level of out of touch. Having an openly racist person on, downvote. Do not have him again, please. Holy fuck. Too bad I get irritated from just seeing his face. The guy has said so many profoundly idiotic things that I honestly cannot listen to a word from him. The brigade is on, folks. Get in and actively counter the brigade.
Someone in his chat called him a lolcow, which absolutely set him off, but I think this guy is far beyond lolcow status.
And hugboxed that you genuinely believe that I am considered a fucking lolcow by anyone that is a normal human being who goes outside. Okay? That's the problem. You're like a fucking 40-year-old dude on Twitch right now being like, you're the one who's out of touch, Hasan. Because in spite of the fact that you are one of the most popular fucking content creators on Twitch, I still think, me and my homies think you're a bad guy.
It got so bad that Ethan even made a post about it on his Instagram where he made fun of him. Basically, how I can sum this up is Hasan is finally starting to face backlash after being a complete piece of shit for years. And I'm certain after part 2, it will continue to ramp up. Ethan even said that part 2 will be entirely spite-driven, which, me personally, I'm all here for it. This is the most hyped for a YouTube video I've ever been. And it looks like now Hasan is still just mauling about the content nuke. He's going onto random TikTok lives and bitching about it.
Or they clip the part where I say, even if sexual or rape doesn't change the dynamic for me about what's going on at all, to make it seem like I'm saying, one, no rapes happen, and two, that I don't care if rapes happen.
Apparently now he's in random TikTok comments as well. I mean, we're beyond cope at this point. We need to come up with a new word for this. It looks like Hasan is finally going downhill, and it's all deserved. I mean, he's done far more than enough to ruin his own career. His orbiters aren't much better either. Denims is a Hamas, not Palestine, Hamas supporter.
I'm Jewish. My dad's been a Zionist his whole life. When October 7th happened, he said, I loved Hamas, and now he's against Israel. Let's go, Dad. Let's go.
Frogan wishes the worst upon actual U.S. military soldiers.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who?
And Ludwig. Honestly, after seeing this Ludwig tweet, if Twitch collapsed in on itself, I don't think we'd be losing much. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave the video for now. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe, I guess would be pretty cool. And I don't know, later.